Namaskar. My name is Vishal Gajanan Naik, and the question before us is the disqualification of 10 Congress MLAs. Many people, including some legal experts, have given their opinion that these 10 MLAs will be disqualified under the anti-defection law.
So तुमकी म्हणटा the basic interpretation is speaker will have to give verdict on 26th or 27th February.
Correct.
That's what you are saying.
स्पीकरान काबार करून पडले ते पिटिशन आणि पेंडिंग दवरूच आसना तेजेनी.
So there has to be a verdict now. There has to be a final verdict from this speaker.
Correct.
Okay, so just deviating a bit, what are the political repercussions of this order?
Well, politically the numbers can go down, but by having those numbers down, the question is.
I hope you are not expecting speaker to actually disqualify them.
I think sometimes see, the speaker is supposed to act impartially, and we should not actually make comments on the decision or prejudge the decision. But you know that often the complaints have been that the speakers have been partial to the ruling dispensation. So we can't say that. Here it says 26, so it will be the 26th. The notice is 26.
Yeah, the notice says 26. हांव सांगता की आमी on screen आमच्या ही order घाल्या. I'll read it again because the political repercussions of this can be a lot. Mr. Tushar Mehta, learned Solicitor General appearing for the respondents states that the disqualification petition has been listed by the respondent, the Speaker, Goa State Legislative Assembly, for disposal on 26/2/2021. Carlos Bab, just because, not only because you are a lawyer in this case, but you know these matters very well. Suppose now from the opposition point of view or from the petitioner's point of view also, he suppose, and I am asking this very carefully, we should not presuppose anything, but I am doing that because we have seen such kind of cases across the country. जर फाल्यां स्पीकरान म्हळें की आपूण तुमकां डिस्क्वॉलिफाय करना, what is your further course of action?
Then petition will be filed in the High Court challenging the decision of the speaker. We'll have to explore whether we can directly move the Supreme Court also, because this law has to be laid down with clarity. If you remember, long back.
But let us see what does the anti-defection law says. कायदो कितें म्हणटा तें आमी पळोवया. Section 4, subsection 2 of the anti-defection law says that for the purpose of merger of a political party, the total number of the members of a political party which have jumped or defected into another party should not be less than 2/3 of the total members. So the number of members which can jump into another party can be either 2/3 or more than 2/3, but not less than 2/3. Now let us see what has happened in the present case. In the present case, 10 members of Congress party have jumped into or defected into Bharatiya Janata Party. The total number of the elected members of Congress party was 15. Now the question before us is whether these 10 members of the Congress party jumping into the Bharatiya Janata Party or defecting into Bharatiya Janata Party comes within the restriction of anti-defection law or not. And as per the anti-defection law, either 2/3 or more than 2/3 can defect into another party, but not less than 2/3 members. So let us convert 2/3 into percentage. In order to convert 2/3 into percentage, we need to divide 2 by 3 and multiply it by 100. So after dividing 2 by 3, we are getting 0.66666667, and if we multiply it by 100, we are getting 66.666667. So this is the percentage we are getting, which means that this percentage 66.666667 is the percent of members of our original party can defect into another party. Now let us see what percentage of Congress MLAs have jumped into the Bharatiya Janata Party. To find it out, we have to divide 10, that is the 10 numbers of MLAs jumped into the Bharatiya Janata Party, divided by the total number of members, that is 15, multiplied by 100. So the value we are getting is 66.666667. If you see, we are getting the same percentage which we calculated for 2/3 members. Now it is very much clear that the total number of Congress MLAs which are jumped into the Bharatiya Janata Party is exactly 2/3. So as per the anti-defection law, these 2/3 members of Congress party which are defected into Bharatiya Janata Party do not get disqualified under the anti-defection law. But the speaker still has the power, being a judge in this case, to disqualify these 10 members for any other reason. And the only recourse these 10 MLAs will have for them is to appeal to the Supreme Court. And by the time this matter gets registered in the Supreme Court, the next 2022 election will knock on the door. And this case will be thrown out by the Supreme Court.